Hello and welcome to the first webinar. So I'm starting off with just an introduction of the company, VIrtuoso Accountants. Just looking at our website, giving up more information about what the company do and what we are here for. So this includes small businesses that we help, um, some unlimited support, diligently handled, market leading in data protection. Our services help businesses grow. So we help in the day-to-day running of the business to the annual filings of the return. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We actively, and Twitter as well. We actively um, engage with the small businesses around the social media. Um, So that you can look at our small businesses page, and it says that we are the experts here, just, trusted advisors, look at how things are done and being compliant in every business area, and then also looking at the cash flow aspects and how the management accounts are done, comparing with your budgets and actual. So we're looking at simple process. So we just look at company creation, setting up the company, then we use technologies like Zero. Then we'll have the continued support of getting things done for suppliers and employee payments, and then the complete compliance setup, which would include the government gateway IDs for all the tax and POI and VAT filings. So let's go straight into it and look at what we do for the company creation side. So we go to Companies House website and we start the process of searching for the company name that is available, or this is where you can go. You can company name availability search. It's like if you want to search for Virtuoso Accountant, you can always give it a search here. Or if you want to search for a new business that you want to form, let's say beans and chilies, so you just search for it, see if there's no names available yet. That's good. Always good to put a limited next to it, just to like make sure that if it's available, then it should be available. Then you can just click on the register a company online. It takes you to another page where you can follow the certain steps. You need to remember that you would have to give some personal information for saving up the data. It's a step-by-step guide here. Check if setting up a company is right for you. Choose a name. Choose directors and a company secretary. Decide who the shareholders or guarantors are. Identify who is going to be the person with significant control. Prepare documents agreeing how to run your company. Check what records you will need to keep. And then, if you're happy with that, then register your company. Check the rules for company addresses. Check what your SIC code would be. Register your company with Companies House and register with HMRC for corporation tax. So as you can see, it's a very long list of doing 7 steps, but we at Virtuoso Accountants go through with you step by step and uh, get the process done. We can also look at show all, so we can see that checking if the right limited company is right for you. So you look at how to set up your company depends on what sort of work you do, can affect the way you pay tax and get funded. So you could be self-employed, you could be a business partnership, you could be a social enterprise, an overseas company, an unincorporated association. So again, you can get help from here, or our, our trusted advisors can help you with this process. Then you look at the check the rules for company names. So you normally just don't select the names which is prohibited. So, for example, insurance and financial services and charities, etc., have to get a special authorization from Companies House. Check if the name you want is available, like we looked at it before, and check existing trademarks, etc. Choose the directors and company secretaries. Find what the directors are responsible for. Check who can be a director and company secretary. So again, this is very useful. Decide who the shareholders or guarantors are. So again, that is also useful. Then identify people with significant control. Prepare documents agreeing to how to run your company. Person with significant control is introduced lately, so you just make sure that anybody who is have a voting right or more than 25% of the shares can become a PSC, then prepare documents agreeing how to run your company. You need to prepare a memorandum of association, article of association, check what records you need to keep. So again, the receipts and invoices you need to keep, and then register your company, check the rules for companies' addresses. So company address is the most important. So you need to have two different sorts of addresses here. You have a registered office address, you have a business address, so make sure that the registered office address, which is on the address available for the public, if normally we use our accountant's address so that all the letters get addressed to the accountants, and then if there's anything that you need, you can always be posted back to you. Um, but for HMRC would have to be the real trading address where the business is trading, and then if you change the address during any time you need to inform HMRC. If you don't inform HMRC, then there might be implications that your VAT might be stopped and you can't file a VAT return, and which could have a cash flow implication if your VAT return is due shortly. So company addresses is really important. Then SIC code is important as well. Like SSA codes are normally, if I go into more detail, this is where some of the companies have got issues where they're forming a new bank account and the SIC codes are wrong. Then the banks might say to you that no, there isn't there isn't anything that your SSC code is not correct, so we can't open the bank account. So normally you can see that it's normally a 5-digit code, but that's relating to your business description. So let's say if the business description of yours is a consulting business, so you search for consultancy, and then it comes up with IT consultancy, so you need to select 62020. If it says that there's also tax consultancy, or if you're looking at management consultancy, then it's 7229. So again, it's an exhaustive list. It gives a detail of what it is, and then it always can be helpful in that case. So if you still feel that okay, now there is so this list is not exhaustive enough, so your business is falling outside it, then you can always look for the other services which are not listed elsewhere. So you can always just go for 8299 to other businesses support activities which is not listed elsewhere. So yeah, this is where you need to select the SIC codes, so that, and then register your company for Companies House, which will take you to another page where you can where you have to like go in and form the company. But what I suggested, because it's better to use our systems for forming the company, because we will be updating our system with HMRC. So it's all be linked with HMRC and Companies House. So if we change the address, if the shareholders change, we'll change it in our system, and then it will simply update it with HMRC and Companies House, and then you won't have any problems. If you do it on government websites, then you need to update it manually, and then just remember that when you change the address, you need to change the address here as well. Two important things that happens once the company gets registered is that you get a company authentication code from Companies House, which helps in the Companies House filings of company, which is updating the address, updating the shareholders and directors on company's record, and the registered office address, and the person with significant control. That report is called a confirmation statement. And then the other bit is filing the company's accounts, which is based on the standards, based on if you are a one-band company, or if you are a small and medium-sized company. We will go into more detail of what the standards are for those filings. But again, on our system, that's where we recommend Virtuoso Accountants, where you just come in and we sit with you. We ask you about these 8 to 7 questions. We go through the list, and then we form the company, and then we both are on the same page that this is what is the right thing to do. And then you go ahead and do the bank. You open the bank account, then your company's address, house letters come to the right address, your HMRC letters come to the right address, and once you have got them ready, then and then we can look at adding ourselves as agents, and then taking on the services more professionally, or moving forward. So that again is an important feature which we cover in our services. So again, the last point here is register with HMRC for corporation tax. Again, most companies register for corporation tax and PAYE at the same time. If you think that you have got employees, then yes, we can do that. You want to register corporation tax separately if you register a company by post using an agent and third-party software. So again, if you're using us, then we will need to register for corporation tax separately. to make sure that you register within 3 months of starting the company. How to register is that you just register for company's UTR online. If you do not get one after registering your company, automatically this should happen and you should be receiving a letter from HMRC saying what your UTR number is. Your UTR number is a unique taxpayer reference number. It's a 10-digit number that gets included. So this is posted to your company's address by HMRC within 14 days of company being registered with the company's house. If not, you can register online and register for company tax online. Then you would need your company ID and password to log in. And if you do not have a user ID, then you need to create one. It's likely to be that when you form the company on our stage number 7, you would be required to create a user ID and password, so we can use the same user ID and password to activate our corporation tax service using the UTR number. So again, many steps are involved. Go step by step, and then we normally get these things done using our services here. So I think this is like a quick understanding of how things are done to start a company and what questions are involved. If you have any questions, please do feel free to contact us on using Facebook, LinkedIn, or our Twitter page, and then you can also email us using our email address, which is on our website as virtuoso.acc@gmail.com. You can always pop in your questions and request a call back. Thank you, and have a lovely day. Thanks, bye.